peace, long-suffering, gentleness, goodness, faith, meekness, temperance. Against such there is no law, because you're going to know how to serve the Most High. You're going to know how to serve your brothers and sisters in love. Love thy neighbors thyself. So you're going to love yourself, you can love somebody else. A lot of you don't love yourself. That's why you can't love nobody, because you ain't never learned how to love yourself. You just satisfied with yourself, and it shows because you walk around, you look miserable. Especially when you don't know nobody looking at you. You look miserable. Look all sad, look all downtrodden. Come on, man, you need to be happy. That's why I said, well, the first thing it says, love, joy, peace, long-suffering, suffering a long time, gentleness, goodness, faith, meekness, temperance. Against such there is no law. And they that are Mashiachim, who we know that those that listen to this lesson and those that have been listening previous to this lesson, we look at 1 Corinthians 3:23 all the time, say, for ye are Mashiachim. And Mashiach is the Most High. We the Messiahs. And Mashiach is the Most High. Say, and they that are Mashiachim have crucified the flesh with the affections and lust. If we live in the Spirit, if we live to the Holy Spirit, the only thing that was promised is be sent back to this earth, the Comforter, Spirit of truth. Let us also walk in the Spirit. Let's walk as the Holy Spirit would have us walk in. That's why I went over lessons on the Holy Spirit. Got to continue doing that, because a lot of people do not have the Holy Spirit. And that's evident. It's a fact. Let us not be desirous of vainglory, provoking one another, envying one another, desiring of vainglory. Just, when somebody come up and get supposed to be happy for a brother to come up. Brother be down, you mourn with him. But people want vainglory, worthless glory. What glory are you going to get in this kingdom? Pretty seriously. And you still poor as ever. You ain't got a pot to piss in. Poor as ever. Yet still, you are high-minded. What makes you high-minded? I understand how you can be prideful with the things that you see our brothers and sisters going through. But you don't care. You can't care. How our brothers and sisters are suffering. You gotta become a new creature. You gotta change. Romans 12:1. Romans 12:1. I beseech you therefore, brethren, by the mercies of the Most High, that you present your bodies a living sacrifice. Just like a Mashiach Yahushua presented his body as a living sacrifice, you present your bodies a living sacrifice, holy. Once again, thou art a holy people, a true and pure people. That's following the ways of the Most High, following the will of the Most High, following the laws, statutes, commandments of the Most High, following his rules and regulations. Holy, acceptable unto the Most High, which is your reasonable service, he says. It's your reasonable service to do what he say do. It says, and be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. Renewing of your mind, that ye may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of the Most High. That's what it's all about. For I say, through the grace given unto me, to every man that is among you, not to think of himself more highly. That's conceited. That's prideful. That's exalting yourself. To think of himself more highly than he ought to think, but to think soberly. Be focused. And don't be no drunkard. Think soberly. Because that's why they call liquor spirits. You got to think soberly, according as the Most High have dealt to every man the measure of faith. Because he don't give every man the same measure of faith. So if you be given this measure of faith to believe, you got to stay focused on it. You get more faith. You have more faith and more belief. You see the power of the Most High as the spiritual power comes to you from the Holy Spirit. That's the spirit of the Most High. To allow the Most High to work with you, to show miracles to everyone. Unbelievable. Where there is no way, there's always a way. Because it's through Him. But you got to give your life over to Him. You got to change. You can't remain the same. Galatians 6:15. You have to change. This is all about changing. If you remain, if you're the same person you was years ago, you're nothing in the eyes of the Most High, because He don't think about it, He's laboring to make you perfect, and here you are. You want to remain the same. Think about that. If you're the same person, you're nothing for the Most High. Galatians 6:15. For Mashiach Yahushua, neither circumcision availeth anything, nor uncircumcision. No matter how your mind is, however you think, whether you think you know it all or you don't know it all. Circumcision and uncircumcision. You have those that are circumcision, the ones that was rolling with the Mashiach Yahushua when He walked earth in the flesh. The uncircumcision they call the Gentiles, the Israelites that were in foreign lands, like where we at now in Galatia. Israelites call themselves Galatians, like y'all call yourself Americans, or wherever land you're in right now. You call your name by the lands that you live in. It's the same thing back here. They live in the land of Galatia, so they call themselves Galatians, but they Israelites. It says, for in the Mashiach Yahushua, or by Shem Mashiach Yahushua, neither circumcision availeth anything nor uncircumcision, but a new creature. That's what's important. A new creature. You gotta change. You gotta become holy. You gotta know what's right. How you gonna be holy if you don't even know what holy means? Or what it is to the Most High? The Most High is holy, so He wants us to be holy and follow His laws, statutes, commandments. Have faith in the Mashiach Yahushua, going to the Most High on our behalf. Ephesians 4:24. So you look, as He went to these different lands, and right together, He was kind of like bringing the message. That's why we get more and more as we look at what He's bringing to the Israelites that was in these foreign lands. Ephesians 4:24. And that ye put on the new man, which after the Most High, while Mashiach Yahushua is created in righteousness and true holiness. That's what you got to do. You got to change. You got to become that new man, which after the Most High, the Mashiach Yahushua, is created in righteousness and true holiness. You can't bring the same old man into this new man and think that it's okay. It's not okay. It's not okay. You're the same way you always been. You have not changed. You getting yourself prepared for that hellfire. So you're gonna start with us. The ones, if He had, think about it, He had enough love for you and me and us to call us to His righteousness. Where so many people that you try and grab them and get them to hear this and see this, they don't see it. Or those that even came in and they still rolling the wrong way because they have envy and pride and jealousy against their own people. For what? I don't know. I don't know why nobody can be walking around envy and jealousy and pride against somebody who ain't got nothing like them. Shoot, we all barely make it. I mean, you take away any income that we have, shoot, what happens? Who got all this money stored up that they can live for a long, long time on this earth? The same way you live. And you ain't got to make no adjustments as an Israelite. Come on, man. Let's keep it real. Let's keep it real. So how are you going to envy somebody else because they have whatever they have and they had to work and go through whatever they go through, whatever they went through to get it? And I'm talking about morally right. I ain't talking about nobody that's that old man still doing that old crap that's worldly, that's dealing with things of the world. Most High hate you. You're the enemy of the Most High. If you still dealing with all that worldly thing and you bringing it right into the truth, you gonna say you're a new man. You ain't no new man. You still that old man. That's why the Most High gonna get you first. Straight up. That's why I say you gotta change. You have to change. Else you looking at what the Most High gonna deal with. How he gonna deal with you? It's written. It's written. I mean, you can't get away from this. Whatever you want to go, wherever you want to go, is something that you got an answer for you. Straight up. You have an answer for you. It's just a matter of where you're going to be at. That's what I say, Ephesians 4:24. And that ye put on the new man, which after the Most High and Mashiach Yahushua is created in righteousness and true holiness. They say, wherefore putting away lying. That's the first thing to say. People lied when they was in the world. They come in the truth, still lying. Speak every man truth with his neighbor, for we are members one of another. That's the first thing he said. Put away lying. Because you ain't no liars going to the kingdom. Speak every man truth with his neighbor, for we are members one of another. Say, be ye angry and sin not. Let not the sun go down upon your wrath. You're supposed to be going to bed or let the sun go down and you got a problem. You angry. Say, don't let the sun go down upon your wrath. You got to let it go. Else you don't have the peace of Mashiach Yahushua. You go into this word. It give you peace. He said, my peace I give you. Say, peace I leave with you. My peace I give you. Not the peace of the world.